are watching Inside Titans Court, part 1 of Chit Chat with the Coaches. I am Dejanay Thompson, Titans sports reporter for Albany Technical College, here with Coach Patterson, who is the basketball coach for the boys basketball teams. So, Coach Patterson, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Sylvester Patterson. I'm originally from Mississippi. I attended Alcorn State College. I've been here 12 years now. Been at Albany Tech 10. And I've been the coach the last 8 years of the Titans.
Tell me a little bit about the new group of Titans.
Yeah, we have a totally new group. I think we have 3 returnees. Brandon Hudson's our leading returning scorer. But we brought in a lot of athleticism, a lot of shooters this year. We want to get back to the up-tempo basketball that we were the first couple of years. Last year we kind of slowed it down, had more size. So we wanted to, it was more exciting when we was playing up-tempo basketball, and it was just kind of, you kind of want to fit your personality, and that's what we want to do this year.
Okay, so you think that with the new up-tempo, it'll be different from last year as far as winning games and team cooperation, things like that? Yeah,
it was a good group last year. We slowed it down, and we got in a lot of close games. I think we lost 12 games by 4 or less points. And when you're playing that close of games, you really need to execute every play. And the room for error is a lot less when you're playing close games. So we want to get to up-tempo basketball where we can run and gun. That's what seemed like what we do best. So we brought in the athletes and we brought in the shooters to return to that style of basketball.
How are you preparing the Titans this season?
Well, we're doing a lot more cardio, a lot more conditioning this year than we did last year. Like I said, we kind of got back to what we did 4 or 5 years ago. So we run a lot more distance running, run a lot of sand dunes. You've been to some of the conditions where we run the CrossFit program. So, and that's what we did in years past, but last year we kind of toned it down. We only went, I think, 3 weeks with CrossFit, did a lot less running because we wanted to get into the gym, but this year we kind of focused on conditioning more so than basketball. So.
Right, and I noticed, I think that you guys are doing actually a really good job at training. Wish I can get some footage of the sand dunes. I remember driving past one day and seeing you guys outside practicing on the sand dunes, so I think that's really good.
Yeah, it is. It really makes them more explosive, and it helps their endurance.
Right, I want to try that one day. Okay, so who would be the biggest competition this season?
Well, Central Georgia Tech is preseason #1. They went to Hutch last year, which is where if you finish #1 in the conference, you go to the national tournament, which is in Hutchinson, Kansas. Oh, cool. And he brought in a lot of good players. He's one of my best friends in the conference, so we talk all the time. And he brought in a lot of good players. Georgia Highland brought in a lot of athletes. He's originally from New York, the coach, so he brought in some guys off the East Coast. Georgia Perimeter is always tough. South Georgia Tech won it last year, but they changed coaches. That always has an effect on your program. But I think they're going to be really good too. So those are some of the teams that I think are going to be the biggest competition.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. So next to competition, what would be the biggest challenge overall for the Titans basketball team?
It's just playing team basketball. You know, people being unselfish, kind of, you know, more of the stance of they don't care who get the credit. You know, sometimes, some years you have real selfish players that be talented, but they be selfish. So you just have to kind of blend the personalities together and hope they come together as a group. That's the main thing, and play basketball the right way.
Right. I think that's with any situation involving teamwork, any group of people. You always have different personalities, and it takes techniques and time and a lot of patience to actually get to know who you're working with.
Yeah, it definitely does.
So, which player should we be on the lookout for this season?
Well, our returning scorer, Brandon Hudson, is a very good player. I think he averaged about 9 points and 5 rebounds last year. Started most of the games, so he's going to be one of our main players. Ben Carter's came in, and he was actually here for the summer, taking summer class, and he's looked really good. I think he's going to be one of the best players in the conference. We got Carlos Beverly has looked good. We got a number of guys that's really, really athletic. We brought in 3 different point guards this year because we kind of wanted to play, like I said, play up-tempo, and you need to have depth when you're going to play up-tempo. So we want to rotate, 10 or 12 players. So I think everybody's going to contribute this year. We have 14 or 15 players that can really play. So.
Okay, great. Well, I'm very excited about this season. I love watching basketball, and I'm even more excited to actually be on the sidelines reporting for Titans this year. So thank you so much. Do you have any final thoughts for Inside Titans Court?
No, we just want everybody to come out. It's going to be exciting games. We're going to get up and down. We're going to play up-tempo. We want just everybody to come out and check out our March Madness on October the 2nd.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Okay, thank you so much, Coach Patterson, for being on Inside Titans Court, part 1 of Chit Chat with the Coaches. I am Desjanae Thompson, your Titans sports reporter. Thank you.